The day has finally come. I'm selling the Polygon Collosus N9. This is the very first Polygon bike that I got. Actually seeing it right here all put together, the way I built it up, it's gonna be a little bit harder than I thought, but it's for a good cause. There's a good reason. Let's take a minute to go over all the parts and components and how I have this thing upgraded, and then I'll talk about why I'm selling it. Now, like most of my bikes, one of the very first things I upgraded on this bike was throwing some Trail One components on it. Got the Trail One Crockett carbon bars, got the Trail One Rockville stem right here in that chrome color. Looks awesome with the chrome decals on this Polygon. You can't really tell in the lighting right here, but this green also has kind of like a holographic kind of like oil slick tint to it, which is why I went with the oil slick bits and pieces on here. Got the oil slick bolt on the Trail One top cap, got the oil slick bolts on the stem right there through the little oil slick bolts on these SRAM Code R brakes. Got the Trail One Hell's Gate grips on there. Finishing out the cockpit, I got the Wolf Tooth Pro remote lever right here and that chrome as well. Now, just talking about these brakes right here, I had issues with these SRAM Code R brakes when I first dropped in on my first Black Diamond Trail on this Polygon N9. Actually squeezed these brakes, went straight to the bars and almost crashed. Oh, brakes. Dang it. Those brakes are just freaking squeezing. No brakes. But after getting these brakes bled and then upgrading the rotors to these SRAM Code HS2 rotors, I got these brakes stopping with plenty of power. Now, while we're down here, you have to look at those Industry 9 chrome hubs right there. Chrome spokes on the EN300, just alloy wheels, but these things really improved the way this bike was riding. Combine that with the Pirelli Scorpion tires. These are the Enduro tires with that heavier duty tread up front right here. And then I got the rear specific tire in the back with that faster rolling tire in the rear. You can see the R right there. These are the pro walls, so not the thickest casing on here, a little bit lighter weight wheels to give you that nice fast rolling speed. Got the standard Shimano Dior cassette on there. I swapped out the XT. This thing came with XT drivetrain, but I was able to do a video on this wheel top EDS wireless shifting. Was really impressed with that. I'm gonna keep that on this bike for the lucky guy who's getting that. You can see moving up here to the cranks, I got the 165 mil 5 dev cranks in that raw metal color, oil slick 1-up pedals, looking beautiful on this bike. For the shock, I had a coil shock on this bike, and I love the way the coil shock rode. That's the only thing I'm taking off of this from the upgrade, and the new owner of this bike is not going to get, because I'm going to sell that coil shock separately. But this is a brand new Fox X2 factory. You can see with that Kashima, I did the warranty replacement on the Fox X2 shock that came on this, and they sent back the factory, which I think looks amazing on this bike, even though I don't have the Kashima stanchions on the fork right there. Moving up, I kept the stock dropper post. This thing worked just fine, but I threw the Ergon saddle on there with the oil slick rails. Let's see, what else do we got? The wireless shifting up top. Got my very favorite water bottle cage right here with the right side access. I think that's about it. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that I forgot to mention, if you guys have watched my videos that I've upgraded on this bike. And the reason that I'm selling this really is because I recently built what I'm calling my dream bike right here. Look for future videos on this, or I'll throw a link at the end to the build that I did on this. Loving this bike, and I'm just not one of those guys that is gonna collect bikes and end up with like 22 bikes in my garage. That's just ridiculous. This Privateer 141 right here is going to handle all of the most, the gnarliest, rowdiest trails I could possibly want to ride, that I used to take the Polygon N9 on. And I have a friend that I work with who's trying to get back into mountain biking, and he said, Jared, I want that green bike, but you gotta sell it to me fully upgraded the way it is right now. Ugh, and that, oh man, it's hard. I didn't want to get rid of it. And the tricky part about selling a bike that you've upgraded is you know you're not gonna get the value back out of it. Now what I usually do when I upgrade bikes, and what I did with this, you can see over here, is I kept all of the stock parts. Now the smart thing to do, and what I had thought about doing, is throw all those stock parts back on that Polygon N9 right there, sell it for a cheap price, and keep all the upgraded components for a future build. But my buddy was just so stoked on the way that bike looks right there. He really wanted it set up just like that. So I'm selling it to him, and to be honest, you guys, I feel really blessed. You know, thanks to all you guys who watch my videos, tune in and subscribe. I've gotten a lot of hookups from companies over the years, so let me know what you guys think about the price. I think he's getting an amazing deal, and I think it would be awesome if you guys left a comment and let him know what a good deal he's getting. I'm selling him this Polygon N9 I got right here that comes, you know, a sticker price MSRP is $2,500. I got, like, you know, over $2,500 worth of parts on it upgrading easily, just doing the rough math in my head. Plus I'm giving him all the stock parts, so if he wants to sell the bike in the future, he can throw it back to stock. So all those stock parts, the Polygon N9, all those upgraded parts, I'm selling it to him for $2,000, which I think is a pretty good deal. And with that $2,000, it allows me to do more reviews, upgrades. But what do you guys think? $2,000? Good deal? The Polygon N9, amazing bike. Sad to see it go. This video is not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by Bikes Online or anything. I got links down there in the description. If you guys want to help support the channel, use those links. If you guys are thinking of buying a Polygon bike, I love this thing. It's done me good. My first Polygon bike. It's not going to be my last. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now's a good time to like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.